पेन शार्पनर पेंसिल एक माइनस का स्क्वायर एक माइनस का स्क्वायर embedded ये उत्तरी सिस्टम है दस दस 3/19 यहाँ ऐसे है तो ऐसे होगा B dozen of R A dozen of B I dozen of B B has 10 and A the brother I's cousin S dozen 20% x total marks 100x 20x is equals to P minus 30 suppose 32x is equals to P plus 42 by the passing percentage 52x is equals to is equals to 72 x is equals to 6 6.22 is to P is to 150 which is 6.25 P is represented at T is represented at T PQ is represented at T PQ T if TIER-TS where R and S are points on the circle TR-TS and PTS 115 PTS PTS ये 115 honesty S R PTS 115 and RST RST ये बराबर तो ये एंगल बराबर होगा ये 115 है तो ये भी 115 होगा ये भी 115 ना 115 नहीं हो सकता थीटा 25 ये 50 है तो 140 और 130 में 65 RST RST 65 only certain simple the simple photolysis is the rate of 350 equals to P into 10 into 4 upon 100 if it was not equal to the TI minus 350 is equals to PR square 350 into 25 into 2R square into 4 into PR. The 350 into P is to 2 into 100 50 to 2 P into तो साल 26 अपने 25 into 26 अपने 25 5 70 5 65 67 34 ये क्या हो गया बाद में देखेंगे इसको एडिटर के इसमें डिस्काउंट According to our policy, line segment during the points in the small line 11 1 3 2 33 minus 1 4 8 The shopkeeper fixes the markers of vertical lateral diagonal 23 CP. He sold 2/3 of the articles at the markers and the rest at a discount of 22/3 plus 1/3 into 123 upon 111 CP into 3/4. It is total gain. 123 upon 120 CP common 2/3 is 1/4. 12 4 8 plus 3 11 बटे 12 into 123 upon 100. Total gain percent 123 123 353 1353 1200. तो 153 1200 minus 0 3 330 3 2 2.00 minus 8 7 Simplify the following 24.6 4 into 3 1/4 plus 5/4 4 into 6/4 6. The mean of the first 7 odd prime numbers is two trains are moving in the opposite direction and their speeds are in the ratio. The train first train crosses standing man in 5 seconds and the train crosses the same man in 8 seconds. Standing man, so T1 distance divided by 2x is equals to 5 T2 divided by x is equals to 8. Determine the time taken by the trains to cross each other. तो T1 plus T2 डिवाइड बाई 3x फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. तो T1 इज इक्वल्स टू 10x प्लस 8x डिवाइड बाई 3x 18/3 6. Empty tank has capacity 6,700 liters. Water flows into tank from a pipe at 9 liters per minute and water is pumped out by pipe at a rate of 7 how many hours will the tank be filled? 1 मिनट में 3300 मिनट लगेंगे डिवाइड बाई 60 तो लग जाएगी 55 घंटे. फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन. x की पावर 10 को ले लेंगे तो स्क्वायर 1 और 1 11 ले लेंगे तो ऊपर से x की पावर 11 को ले लिया तो x प्लस 1 प्लस 1 बाई एक्स. नीचे ले लिया x की पावर 8 तो x प्लस 1 प्लस 1 बाई 8. ठीक है तो x क्यूब ब्रैकेट में 2 डिवाइड बाई सॉरी x प्लस 1 बाई एक्स आ गया तो डिवाइड बाई 2 x क्यूब. तो x स्क्वायर प्लस 1 इज इक्वल्स टू x square is to x minus 1 x cube is equals to x square minus x. The triangle is satisfying for the vertical area of triangle formed by joining the midpoints of the 3 sides. इसका एरिया डिवाइड बाई 1/2 इंटू में 5 इंटू में 12 6 30 डिवाइड बाई 4 15 डिवाइड बाई x -2/3 का क्यूब डिवाइड बाई x इज इक्वल्स टू 4/9 का स्क्वायर. तो होगा -8/27 इज इक्वल्स टू 16/81 इंटू x मतलब 3/2 तो x इज इक्वल्स टू -3/2 into 2 -3 2 की पावर 1/2. The base of a right angle triangle is increased by 60. Base of a right angle triangle is increased by 60. How much is its height should be increased to retain the same area? Height कितने increase करेंगे? Same area. Base into height. Same area. तो मतलब 60 plus x plus 60 just should be decreased. 60 minus x into 60 upon 100 is equals to 0. तो 600 minus 10x minus 6x equals to 0. 60 is equals to 16x x equals to 600/16 300/8 150/4 75/2. तो -2 करते हैं x स्क्वायर प्लस 1/x स्क्वायर -2 इज इक्वल्स टू 17/4 माइनस 2 तो 8 ये हो जाएगा 9/4 तो x minus 1/x इज इक्वल्स टू 3/2. x cube minus 1 by x cube is equals to x minus 1 by x का होल क्यूब प्लस 3x minus 1 by x, तो इसको होल क्यूब 27/8 प्लस में 9/2, 27 plus 36, 63/8. In the figure A, we see is the right angle at B such that BCA is equals to 2 into BAC. (90°) BCA D BC to BAC. BAC कोण थीटा मान लेंगे तो BCA 2 थीटा, तो 3 थीटा इज टू 90, थीटा इज टू 30, तो ये 30 हो गया, ये 60 हो गया. Then AC is to 3BC. AC is equals to 3BC. तो BC अपॉन में AC, BC अपॉन हाइपोटेन्यूज इज इक्वल्स टू में कोसेक 1/2. BC इज इक्वल्स टू में 2AC. BC अपॉन में हाइपोटेन्यूज BC A is to BAC. तो पहले BC अपॉन AC sin 30/2, तो AC is equals to BC. Find the average of, तो 3/20 कॉमन ले लेंगे तो 1 प्लस 3 की पावर 10 प्लस 3 की पावर 20 डिवाइड बाई 3, तो 3 की पावर 19 प्लस 3 की पावर 29 प्लस 3 की पावर 39. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously on the table. The frequencies of different types of nothing below. The probability of getting at least 2 heads is at least 2 heads. 2 या 2 से ज़्यादा. 0 और 1 की निकाल लेते हैं. 9 हेड 40 72, 7/100. 1 हेड 33/100, 40 60/100, 3/5. At least 2 heads. जी अनिल इन द प्रॉफिट. ठीक है. 4875 into 8. 8 by 40 56 60 into 64 70. Rajiv Barun 840025 Anil 1553 into 20 20 20 20 340, तो 10 10 10 39 34 30. अनिल 30 डिवाइड बाई 73 103 इंटू 95/100 इंटू 7400. इससे ये कट गया. Rajiv is 4875 for 8 months. 8 pence of 40 2660. 39,000 brown choices of apartments and 15,000 for the master 20,000 5 for the 20 8 for the 42 5 for the 20 42 30 72 39 to 190 in the given figure हम बात में करेंगे supervised type and sugar head initially type to sugar head price of the final issue becomes worth 46 kg with ratio of the quantity type the 1:2 ratio total is to 450 total हो जाएगा 900 how much incremental percentage should be there plus x 100 is equals to 85 100 into 970 to 70%. A B C B 55 ऑर्थो सेंटर B O C 120 A C B करना है ऑर्थो सेंटर 60 115 65 तो ये 60 हो गया 115 तो AC की 65 10 years ago the age of Anand was 1/3 of so Anand minus 10 is equals to 1/3 Bala minus 10. The present age of Bala is 12 years more than Anand. So Bala is equals to A plus 12. So 3A minus 30 is equals to A plus 12 minus A plus 2. So 2A is equals to 32, A is equals to 16. The median of the observation is find value 21 plus 2 कितनी 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 तो 1 8 12 17 3 4 5 और 6 12 17 21 28 21 28 49 2 is to median 49 plus 5 54. A person bought a bucket on his printed price he noticed need to pay for the book तो 2480 31 8,000 उसका प्राइस है इंटू 69 अपॉन 100 72 55 30% 80 8,000 returns to A by train in 16 hours. If the ratio of the speeds of A to B and B to A, speed तो 300 बटे में रेशियो ऑफ A to B to 5x प्लस 300 बटे में 3x इज इक्वल्स टू 16. फाइंड सम ऑफ A to B 5x निकालना पाएंगे 1 by 5x plus 1 by 3x equals to 4 बटे में 300 10x तो 3 plus 5 8 2 150 x equals to 1050. The number of students in the school increased by 10 respectively in every alternate year. If there was an increase in the year, then how much percentage? And then in how much percentage what happened in a year? 2000 में बढ़ गया. जब 1999 में हमने 100,000 मान ली, 2000 में 10% बढ़ गया तो 1100. 2001 में 10% घट गया, 110 घटा दो 0 990. 2002 में 10% बढ़ गया तो 99 प्लस कर दो 2003 में 10% घट गया तो 108.9 माइनस कर दो 1,089,980 तो कितना 0.80. So that's going to be 0 no minus 1. This is going to be 998. This person is going to be 1089. 8.9 minus that make 0.20 20 120. Adam wanted to make cylindrical kaleidoscope of length. If you are using a handmade sheet to make it, how much sheet will be required for this? The kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope क्या होता है भाई? When the setting sum the simple interest for 2 years is तो 350 is to P into में 2 into में 4 upon में 100 2 years is TR square upon में 2 3 4 material invested 8% 350 0.8 तो 8.16% निकालना पड़ेगा। 357. The mean of the first 7 odd prime numbers is odd prime numbers 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19, 8, 15, 16, 19, 26, 35, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 75 divided by 7. Two poles are on the side of the road. And two poles. The 20 meter limit is placed between the poles. With the two poles. And the letter rest against one pole. It makes an angle with the pole. And when it rests against the other pole, it makes an angle. Two poles are on the side of either side of a road. ठीक है, रोड यहाँ पे लगा दिया. A 20 meter long ladder is placed between the poles. When the ladder rests against one pole, it makes an angle with the pole 60 degree, 30 degree. And when it turns to rest against the other pole, it makes an angle with the road. Degree 20 width of the road. base 20 is equals to cos 30 root 3 by 2 20 10 root 3 20 root 3 तो 34 कुछ आएगा. In the given figure, AB is equals to 6 and AC 6 root 3. Then find the inner radius of triangle ABO. And O is the center. 6 root 3. This side is going up. AB C 6 root 3 O is the center. तो ये 90 डिग्री है. तो 36 इंटू 18 108 108 144 तो ये 12 तो ये 6 ये भी 6 ये 12 हो गई. ओ सेंटर है तो बी सी डायमीटर ए बी 6 ए बी 6 3 into root 3 by 4 into e square 6 into 6 2 3 root 3 आ रहा है ए बी 6 सेंटीमीटर ए सी 6 रूट 3 ओ सेंटर तो बी सी डायमीटर तो ये 90 डिग्री ठीक है। तो 36 प्लस 108 तो ये डायमीटर होगी 12 ठीक है। ये 6 ये भी 6 ये कोलिटेटन यही बना हुआ तो सॉरी 1/3 into root 3/2 into 6 root 3 आएगा root 3 The number of students could increase and decrease by time every alternate year if there was increase in 2001 2000 में हमने 1000 मान ली तो 2001 में घटेगी 10% कितनी होगी 900 2002 में बढ़ेगी 10% कितनी होगी 990 2003 में घटेगी कितनी 99 तो 891 and how much percentage would happen in evolution in comparison to the तो वही 109 क्या पता A is fifth from the right hand तो 4A ठीक है B is 10th from the left hand 9 B is exact अच्छा B is exact between A and C ठीक है C is fifth from the left hand C is fifth from the left hand of the lamp तो C 4C 5 4 B ठीक है 4 तो 4 E 4 5th from the right hand, 10th from the left hand, ये और सी के बिल्कुल बीच में, ठीक है। हम निकला देंगे 1 2 3 4 16 प्लस 3 19। the main quotient with the main effect. It enters the sea from a river. रिवर की डेंसिटी कम होती है, सी ज़्यादा होती है, तो राइज नहीं होना चाहिए, फॉल होना चाहिए। The density of sea water is higher. डेंसिटी ज़्यादा है तो हाँ ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, डेंसिटी ज़्यादा है तो ये शिप फ्लोट करेगी। Courts take too long in deciding important. Courts should be ordered to speed of matters. Special powers should be granted to officers to concerning the department. Pen, sharpener, pencil. इसका कुंदरी सैंतीस 325 37 माइनस करेंगे तो 25 आएगा, 288 आएगा। 2917 में से 325 माइनस करेंगे तो 29.2592 56 63 9000 56. Oh, sorry, 288, 72 minus 79, 2592. 288 फिर इसका 9, 258 फिर इसका 9 8। सीधा जाएगा, ठीक है, ये टेढ़ा आएगा, ठीक है, इससे तो ऐसे जाएगा। PQ stands at T, R and S, R S, PTS 115, so S, R S, PTS 115, RST, तो O सेंटर ये it is, तो ये 90 है, तो कितना हो गया 25, RST, ये 25, 50, ये 30, 65। को x क्यूब निकालना है। x square plus 1 plus 2x x square minus x is equals to 1 minus 1। ठीक है, तो x क्यूब प्लस x इक्वल्स टू x क्यूब minus 1 आंसर। √3 आया भाई मेरा तो। वो तो सेंटर है 55 ABC 120 तो सेंटर ABC 16 से 10%। तीन 5 4 3 36 12 16 12 16 20 12 16 80 36 44 12 14 40 16 56 72 18 100 25 नहीं पता भाई ये भी। The contract stipulates that no changes can be made except of prior written approval from all parties involved, except of corpulent शोर शराबा करने वाला सीट सेलो सप्लाइंट somebody's choose then critic for historical ठीक है, opposition ठीक है, noticeable भी ठीक है। he loves his friends very much, he loved his friends were loved very much by him। cost an arm and a leg very expensive, the new electric car is very expensive। Rama considered Raju a genius. Meaning to take a new turn in the middle of to begin something, to pray to Eka 3, bereft of, to be accustomed to get used to, Sika 2, in the midst of, in the middle of, Tika 1, ठीक है, bereft of, deprived of. She looked at him with great adoration. She looked at him with great adoration, with great dedication. All these refugees are still facing an uncertain future. A person who goes out and gets stories for newspapers. Journalist Eka 4, Eka 5. A person who writes articles in newspapers and magazines. Bika 4. A newspaper you can buy every day after about 8 p.m. Sika 3. A magazine that's in Eka 2, Eka 1. So immediately after boarding the taxi, he asked the driver if he knew where the college was. Immediately after boarding the taxi, he asked the driver if he knew where the college was. ठीक है, no error. Take it with a pinch of salt. A perfect combination to be really. Don't take it uncritically. Don't take it uncritically. Don't take it not to take too seriously or too literally. Point out the incorrect sentence. William Shakespeare's plays are read all over the world. Shakespeare's. The top of the temple is golden. The essays of Bertrand Russell are not popular. ठीक है, तो the tin roof of the house was thrown away in a whirlwind. ये भी ठीक है. The top of the temple is golden. ये गलत हो गया. Antonym impelled. Irresolute, limelight, allure, gape. The president has said the government will extend help to the poor. The president has said that the government will extend help to the poor. Said that the government would extend it. गलत. The president has told गलत है. Said that the government would extend help to the poor. Penniless, penny गलत है. Penniless ये भी गलत है. ये ठीक है. We waited for hours. The space never. Yet the bus never arrived. Choose the best iteration for the underlined part of the sentence. Waiter, there is a fly in my soup. Please take it up. Take it away. Please get it away. Please take it down. Please put it off. Take it away. Please get it away. गलत. Please take it down नहीं है. Please put it off. Please take it away. Response on the sheet. You have done a great mistake, haven't you? This win could to be storytelling only the fortunes of the team. This win could confirm, could prove. This mean could prove. This mean could prove to be a historic turning point. This win could accomplish, could demonstrate to be, this could confirm to be, prove, it could prove. Choose the right matching synonyms. प्लेथोरा बहुत ज़्यादा, एक्सेस 3 का बी, डिक्लेविटी रिसेंट 2 का ए, मिसरी डिप्लोमेट 4 का सी, डाइट्राइब पोलेमिक, डाइट्राइब 3 का बी. The chef made delicious meal for us. Delicious meal was made for us by the chef. The committee took into consideration the feedback received from various stakeholders in order to arrive on a more balanced decision. The committee took into consideration the feedback received from various stakeholders in order to arrive at a more in order to arrive at a more balanced decision. In order to they should arrive at a decision. They should arrive at a decision. What लिखते हैं? David said to James, "I can't come to the party tonight." David told James that he could not come to the party that night. That he can't, that he couldn't have come. That he could not come to the party that night. In the following questions, four words of these two words are neither the same or opposite, and then you find the two opposite similar. Dotage, similarity A का D, similarity B का C, B का C नहीं आएगा. डोटेज का मतलब होता है सिनेलिटी, काइंडनेस. सेंगुइन तो होता है क्रूअल. Select the grammatically correct sentence from the given option. To repeat all the incidents of a man's life, do not give a true account of the man. To repeat all the incidents of a man's life, do not give a true account of the man. What sentence? To repeat all the incidents of a man's life, did not give. To repeat all of a man's life does not give. To repeat all the incidents of a man's life has not given. To repeat all of a man's life is not given. Does not give. The farmers in our village were fed up with the birds that used to eat up all their harvest. Eat up, eat off, eat on, eat on. That used to eat up. The farmers in our village were fed up with the birds that used to eat up all their harvesters. They tried to take turns watching, but still they were not able to save the crops. One of the older men in our village suggested that we should build a scarecrow. The idea was well received. The face of the scarecrow was made using an earthen pot, while bundles of straw were used to create its sounds. Finally, it was accessorized with a hat and a coat to perfect its illusion as a man. To perfect its illusion as a man. It was a brown, old, tattered coat. It was है तो old नहीं आएगा. It was a brown old tattered coat. It was a brown tattered old coat. It used to belong to a beggar. The bile juice secreted by the liver and stored in a cold bottle mainly helps the breakdown of fats. Where was the 1486 मैच 3 between held? नहीं पता. मेघालय त्रिपुरा लग रहा है. Guys, the India-China border security force. Indo-Tibet. BSF ही है भाई. ये तिब्बत है. बाद में देखते हैं. India's participation in the Asian Winter Games will be unique as it will be the first time the government has provided full financial support. क्या पता. टिप्पणी नृत्य is a certificate of foreign states. The oceans in the northern hemisphere record relatively higher average temperature than the southern hemisphere. ठीक है. The variation in the temperature in northern and southern hemisphere because of unequal distribution of land ocean in both the hemispheres. ठीक है. The Vikram Samvat that began is traditionally associated with Gupta king. गलत है. A is false. Chandragupta one founded it as a mark of victory of the Shakas and also the title of Vikramaditya. विक्रम संवत गुप्ता किंग का नहीं है. Correct. The origin of the Indus River is in Tibet near Mansarovar Lake. ठीक है. The Brahmaputra is also called Jamuna in Tibet. गलत है. Only one. ठीक है. Sangbo कहलाती है. What will happen when a few drops of HCl are added to a solution having pH of 6.5? Will become more acidic. ठीक है. More acidic. pH decrease होगा. The following statements. As per the Constitution of India, the number of seats assigned to each of the states is the same. Galat. One is wrong. As per the Constitution of India, seats allocated in Assam to both states and UTs. हाँ सही है. दोनों ठीक. पहला गलत दूसरा ठीक है. The scheme Prashad Pilgrimage Rejuvenation Spiritual Heritage Augmentation Drive provides assistance for EBs and multilingual tourist गलत. The development of the states augmented drive. देखो अपने देश के बारे में देखते हैं. Which of the following important diversity is found in Himalayan wet forest? Sal, mahogany, teak, oak. Oak पाया जाता है. Oak tea शायद. Al-Biruni translated Patanjali Bhagavad from Sanskrit grammar to Arabic. Megasthenes was the first European to reach India. गलत है. Second गलत है. पहला ठीक है. India has nominated the Asian Buddha site Sarnath. Mr. Sarnath है यूपी में. मुझे तो फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट है. भरतनाट्यम करेक्ट. भरतनाट्यम स्टेट ऑफ केरला. गलत है. फुटवर्क एंड हैंड जेस्चर्स ठीक है. गलत है. गलत. Then as we move up in the stratosphere to stratopause, the temperature increases. Which Indian state has implemented a strict anti-tobacco law that is the legal age of 21 and bans hookah bars and imposes strict penalties for violations? नहीं पता. बनगंगा फेस्टिवल held in the city of गणेश. छोड़. Dash are receipts that do not constitute a claim on the government, therefore they are non-refundable. They are divided into tax and non-tax. Revenue, balance plan, capital, revenue receipts. Revenue receipt है. Tax revenue, non-tax revenue. Who has been appointed as the next chief of RNO? नहीं पता. When you observe a spoon in a glass of water, it appears bent at the end when it ठीक है. This phenomena occurs after reflection. गलत है. Diffraction आएगा. East or east poles. Let's say the following statement of some planets. Mercury has no atmosphere. Mercury. Venus has 2 moons. There is no land on Jupiter. Ring of Saturn are composed of lumps of ice and dust. 4 ठीक है. आइस तो नहीं होगा. आइस के लिए वाटर चाहिए. वाटर नहीं है. 1 ठीक है. तो देयर इज नो लैंड ऑन जुपिटर. जोवियल प्लैनेट्स है जो गैसेस से बनी है. Which of the following wives read the proclamation of when she was titled Kaisar Hind, Empress of India, 1877. पढ़ने को 1878 में लागू हुआ था. तो 77 में लिटन कर्जन नहीं है. लिटन लग रहा है मेरे को. लिटन. A player team needs to win 2 consecutive points immediately after deuce to win the game as per the international tennis. Deuce के बाद advantage के बाद जीत. Which of the following is an example of a private sector industry? LIC नहीं है, भारत नहीं है, स्टील. अब देखते हैं भाई इंग्लिश. मुश्किल है भाई, मुश्किल मुश्किल। Evolutionary processes have led to greater diversity. ठीक है, ये ठीक है। The religious and depth of life reported as evidence of creative powers in our ठीक है। सी गलत है। Hearing the sounds of animals whose bodies thrum with their calls. गलत है, ये गलत है। सी गलत है, सी। The original Latin meaning of person is a little sound for someone. Entirely perceptible, सी का गलत है, एयर में है। Animals calls remind humans of their embodied spiritual nature. The diversity of animal voices is that humans are not only the ones capable of meaningful sound. He can only stand from civilization. Admiration, disgust. I admire you. Disguise नहीं आएगा, disbelief नहीं आएगा, demure नहीं आएगा, disgust आएगा. Evidence that can be from the book is the author of the second report travelers. While the Omicron wave was less fatal than the last में करेंगे ये. The contract stipulates that no changes can be made except of the prior accept of prior written approval from all parties involved to prevent misunderstandings. The contract stipulates that no changes can be made except to corpulent का उल्टा शांत, sallow, suppliant, flaccid, emaciated, छोड़. Historical ठीक है, noticeable भी ठीक है. Horrendous. Position historical. Immediately after boarding the taxi, he asked the driver if he knew where the college was. ठीक है, सब कुछ past tense में है. Immediately after boarding the taxi, he asked the driver if he knew where the college was. ठीक है, nowhere. William Shakespeare's plays are read all over the world. ठीक है. The essays of Bertrand Russell are not popular. ठीक है. The tin roof of the house was thrown away in a whirlwind. ठीक है. The top of the temple is golden at Amritsar. The top of the temple is golden. At Amritsar. गलत है. Impelled, compelled, impelled, irresolute, limelight, allure, gape. Now is compelled, impelled. छोड़. The president has said the government will extend help to the poor. The president has said that the government will extend help to the poor. The government has told me, has said that the government would extend help to the poor. The president had said the government had said that. अच्छा हेड है, इसमें हेड नहीं आएगा, ये नहीं आएगा, टोल्ड नहीं आएगा, सेड नहीं आएगा, हैज़ का हैज़ रहेगा. Waiter, there is a fly in my soup. Please take it away. Please get it away. गलत है. Please take it down. गलत है. Please put it off. There is a fly in my soup. Please take it away. Please put it off. Take it away. This win could prove to be historic and could confirm accomplished mistake. The committee took into consideration the feedback received from various stakeholders in order to arrive at a more balanced they arrived at a decision. At आएगा. In order to arrive at a decision. In order to arrive at a sentences of a paragraph are given. ये भी लाइन जब and the sentence in the context of meaningful. Keeping problems bottled up can be extremely toxic as it leads to building feelings of resentment. ठीक है. Also, if you don't address an issue, it may become repetitive and you won't be able to nip it in the bud the minute it starts bothering you and snowballs out of control. क्यों से start नहीं होगा? Says Manjula MK, people bottle up things for two reasons. They are being childish and sulking, or they don't want their partner to see through the facade or person they have created, both of which are unhealthy and can lead to feelings of bitterness in both parties, which could build up over time and create lasting storms in relationship. If something is bothering you, it is best to address it in a logical way and arrive at a solution. और से तो स्टार्ट नहीं होगा. चलो आर से करके देखते हैं. एस पे एंड होगा तो एस पे तो यही है. Keeping problems bottled up can be extremely toxic as it leads to building feelings of resentment. ठीक है. Says Manjula MK, people bottle up things for two reasons. They are being childish and sulking, or they don't want their partner to see through the facade or person they have created, both of which are unhealthy and can lead to feelings of bitterness in the both parties, which could build up over time and create lasting chasms in relationship. Also, if you don't address an issue, it may become repetitive and you won't be able to nip in the bud the minute it starts bothering you. If something is bothering you, it is best to address it and you will be right at solution. यही लग रहा है भाई. के देख लेते हैं. Which paramilitary force guards Indo-Tibet. तिब्बत का तो इंडो-तिब्बत है. सशक्त शक्ति बल SSB नहीं है. BSF बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स. CRPF नहीं है. BSF या फिर ITBP. इंडो तिब्बत बॉर्डर पुलिस. इंडो तिब्बत बॉर्डर पुलिस. यही लग रहा है भाई. द ओरिजिन ऑफ द इंडस रिवर इन तिब्बत नियर मानसरोवर लेक, ठीक है, सही है। द ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर इज ऑल्सो गलत है, ओनली वन ठीक। मानसरोवर राक्षस दल, मेगास्थेनिस वाज द फर्स्ट यूरोपियन, गलत है। अल्बिरूनी फर्स्ट ठीक लग रहा है। देयर इज नो लैंड ऑन जुपिटर, नो लैंड, terrestrial planets, jovial planets are made up of gas, ठीक है भैया, चांस ले लेते हैं। टेरेस्ट्रियल प्लैनेट्स 4 हैं, बाकी जोवियल प्लैनेट्स हैं। आइस कहाँ से आएगी, आइस के लिए वाटर चाहिए। 1 2 3 करते हैं, चांस लेते हैं। 1878 में वर्नाकुलर पास हुआ था, वो लिटन ने पास किया था, तो ये भी, इसका भी चांस लेते हैं लिटन। अब अपा करते हैं इम्पेल्ड, रेजोलेट, लाइमलाइट नहीं आएगा, अल्योर भी नहीं आएगा, अगेप, इम्पेलिंग, इम्पेल्ड, रेजोलेट लग रहा है। He is impelled on doing this. ये और लेते हैं, ये और कर लेते हैं। While the Omicron wave was less fatal than the pandemic's preceding waves, it also didn't take as much of a toll on the economy in 2022 as the previous 2 years. ठीक है। However, some of the other fear factors at the turn of the year did materialize and ended up manifesting more shocks across the globe. Q से स्टार्ट नहीं होगा, R से ही होगा। However, some of the other fear factors at the turn of the year did materialize and ended up manifesting themselves into more shocks across the globe. ठीक है। Finance Minister summed up the biggest tip when she explained to the Assembly why the government has sought over more for this year than it had budgeted for. As we were preparing for the budget, there was clear understanding across the globe that the pandemic is waning and recovery measures by different countries were all probably taking us to a good road to recovery. The IMF projected that Indian economy will grow at a high rate of 9, but then came at late February, the Russian war and the complete disruption in supply chain, particularly in food and she said. पहले पी आएगा, amounting to 8% of the budget expense. The supplementary funds were sought largely for food subsidies for the poor that were initiated in the pandemic. However, some of the other fear factors at the turn of the year did materialize and ended up manifesting themselves into more shocks across the globe. ठीक है, से स्टार्ट है। Biggest dampener, some of the biggest dampener, sort over. पी आएगा, एस तो आएगा नहीं, पी आएगा। Some of the biggest dampener explain them had sought over more for this year than it had budgeted for. ठीक है, फिर एस and the complete disruption supply chain, particularly with the food and the she said. As we were preparing for our budget, there was clear understanding across the globe that the pandemic is waning and recovery measures by different countries were all probably taking us to a good road to recovery. P के बाद Q, ठीक है, प्रेजेंट का देर was clear understanding, ठीक है, time projected, ठीक है, but then came in she said. फूड एनर्जी, ठीक, ये लग रहा है मेरे को। अब हम पैसेज दोबारा पढ़ते हैं। Apparently life flourishes on the worst expense of our time. Living things seem to have been about capacity. Single cell organisms give rise to dense communities of bacteria Hello guys, plunging into countless variations of form and function, selection photo of renewal. And we look, we can find the security of the others in the beats crossing the lines in the sky in the center of the time. Such counts of life on Earth suggest there is a logic to all this change. The universe is not static, but always becoming, always moving towards new orders, new complexity, new forms of life and thought. The vision of reality as something generative, perpetually changing for the benefit and interaction of all its creatures. The vision of reality as something generative, perpetually changing for benefit and flourishing of all its creatures, has dominated Western philosophy since its inception. Like that of metaphysics, the speculative science of putting is to be, as well as ethical institutions and aesthetic habits. Indeed, from part of the philosophy, living well means aligning with the rational order of the cosmos. Living in accordance with nature works, artisans and meditations. For these thinkers, nature serves as an ethical guide for our actions and the lodestone for aesthetic ideals because it embodies something good. Even in the 21st century, this picture of the universe informs how we think we should live. It fuels our moral हेलो हाँ आओ आओ है आ जाओ 10-15 मिनट में ठीक है Even in the 21st century, this picture of the universe informs how we think we should live. It fuels our moral hand-wringing of the so-called Anthropocene. This picture here has everything is related to the so-called Anthropocene, the notion that our planet has been fundamentally altered by human action. It motivates our attention to other sustainable environmental policies and drives our escapist fantasies of getting into nature. All that is wrong might be put to rights, we think, if only we could only find a way to live with purely chaotic, inherently benevolent order of existence. Unfortunately, those long-held assumptions and spirits are no longer tenable. In fact, our most aggressive actions as a species, destroying forests, causing extinction, altering oceans, chemistry, time, in the future, in keeping with the ultimate aims of the universe. Reality, as in our generation, does not tend towards existential flourishing, and it doesn't become tend towards the instead system collapse and things break down and time lands irreversibly towards disorder. Alignment the universe appears to be fundamentally hostile. ठीक है. If part of the author's perspective on current environmental policies, they represent a fundamental break from the past and connected to previous traditions. गलत. They are entirely ineffective due to universe indifference. They are motivated by the belief that humanity's action can never align with it. Galat. They are misguided because they are based on outdated metaphysical assumptions. Universe reality is does not tend to instead hostile to our well-being, rather than something to align with the image appears to be. They are entirely ineffective due to the universe's indifference. They are misguided because they are based on outdated metaphysical assumptions. They are entirely ineffective due to universe indifference. Which of the following best describes the tone of the passage? Unwaveringly optimistic, galat. Detached and unemotional, galat. Ambivalent, oscillating between hope and oscillate नहीं करता. Reverent toward philosophical tradition but ultimately disillusioned. Ambivalent, oscillating between hope and despair. Oscillate कहाँ कर रहा है? Second ही आएगा भाई मेरे को. Analyze the following assertions about the influence of Western philosophical traditions as discussed in the passage. The Western metaphysics and ethics have long regarded nature as a source of rational and moral order. ठीक है, ये ठीक है. The exhortation to live in accordance with nature reflects a belief in the inherent benevolence of the cosmos. ठीक है. The passage denies that these philosophical traditions have any relevance to contemporary environmental attitudes. गलत है. Even if this picture informs how we think we should live. गलत है. A and B are correct. The passage denies that these philosophies have any relevance to contemporary environmental attitudes. Relevance है. Lowy was used to create a round. Finally, it was accessorized with a hat and coat to perfect its illusion as a man. It was a brown, tattered, old. It was a brown, old, tattered coat. It was a brown, tattered, old coat. Tattered, old, brown, tattered, old coat. Brown, tattered, old. ठीक है भाई. तगड़ा था, ही बड़ा था. Test dial creates a compact calendar that shows your daily calendar, your task list, and your weekly calendar. Test dial creates a compact calendar that shows your daily calendar. Trifold. The following. Mozilla Firefox has the ability to synchronize across multiple computers using a weave option. I'm using a separate window from the normal Chrome windows. ठीक है, both 1 and 2 are correct. Command is easy to get all the columns in a table. नहीं पता. Only the value of the floor. Which program helps the user to view different websites on the internet? Browser program. The device that connects with the telephone lines and translates data from internet to your computer is modem. 1 gigabyte. 1024 into 1024 1000 into 1000 3 4 5 6 3 4 5 6 A dash is an icon graphical text in a web that hyperlink, which is another name for the personal digital assistant, a small computer that can be held on top of the palm. Analog. Which of the following is electrical paperwork used to track computer activity? Cookies, paper log. Which of the following is not a feature of 5th generation use of transistors? Which of the following is not a type of bus in computer application? Data bus, address bus, control bus, memory bus. Control bus, memory, address, data, control bus. IBM नहीं पता. Select the appropriate feature to apply motion effects between changes. Transition. Motion effects between changes के दौरान तो transition. Which of the following is not protocol? File trans Bluetooth protocol, SMTP, HTTP, Bluetooth protocol. Which of the following schemes is aimed at helping accelerate the uptake of broadband? Dhwani Vani. Broadband. Wider access of that. Which keyboard shortcut is commonly used to create a new blank? Control plus N. What is the full form of DVD? Digital voltage disc, digital versatile disc, digital video disc, data visual disc, digital voltage disc, compact disc. Where the following information is considered a subset of IT. Information technology. The right to use copyright. Which gateway is the intermediate solution between the packet filter and application gateway? भाई 300 आ जाए बस, 300 आ जाए बस, 316. ठीक है ठीक स्कोर है. 158 158. क्या लड़िया. सेक्शन 1 में मैथ में कोई गलत नहीं है भाई, ये छोटा था, ये अपन बाद में ट्राई करेंगे. रीजनिंग में 4 गलत होगी. दैट इज डिफरेंट. ये तो डिफरेंट है. ये फिगर सेम कैसे होगी से भाई, क्वेश्चन गलत. ये और ये अलग अलग है भाई. हैं, ये गलत हो गया. ओहो शिट. सिली होगी भाई, सिली होगी. 320 आ सकते थे. बहुत हो गया 240. ये भी गलत हो गया भाई. क्रेयॉन पेंसिल, ये क्या था? बेहतर. उत्तरी 5 गलत होगी, फिर 5 गलत होगी इंग्लिश में. कॉर्पुलेंट, एमेसिएटेड. विलियम शेक्सपियर्स plays the tenor from the thrown away in a world. Endless levy. Keeping problems monitored. Perspective, they are misguided. Brown tattered old. ये अदौड़ दिया गया. tattered old brown. इसमें क्या गलत हो गया? गुप्ता किंग is true or is false? गुप्ता किंग कैसा हो गया ये? गुप्ता तो एडी में आए थे। वन एंड टू 1 3 4 3 4 ठीक है भाई। एक सिली होगी 4 320 आ सकते थे। कोई बात नहीं।